Okay, what's up with the YouTube fam? I'm back again with another video, and this is an update on the whole situation that took place with Miss Tyra Crosby. But before we get into the video, I gotta start it off the right way by saying RP to her, and I want to send my condolences out to the entire family about the situation that took place with her. It's a sad and it's an unfortunate event that took place, and I truly sympathize with the family wholeheartedly, you know. But basically, I wanted to say this right here, that nobody knows nothing. I don't know where everybody getting the information that they're getting, man. The police haven't released a statement about this or nothing. The mother has spoken her piece, and that's about it. Everybody just automatically saying that she knew this, she knew that, and this and that, but nobody knows that. You know, I got a clip of the mother actually stating that she said that the investigators told her that they ran across each other at a club or something else. You know, I can't remember exactly where they were, but that's what she said. You know what I'm saying?
She was invited to that home. I know my daughter wouldn't have went there knowing that it was a married couple or that it was a wife's home. So she was lured there by the man that was old enough to be her father.
Hoskins believes her daughter met the man at a club.
Maybe perhaps at the club or perhaps at the sweepstakes place. As the investigators stated to me, that's where they found out that they came across paths.
And to be real, we got to wait till something that's official is released from them, because they're going to get more evidence. You got to remember that this happened a couple of days ago. They already way ahead of what people are thinking, you know. And it's kind of crazy that I've seen so many people justifying this death, and it's crazy, bro. I feel like that nobody should take nobody's life, you know. I just don't understand that. If they harming you and things like that, true enough, yeah, cool. And if she did know, it makes me feel like that, you know, I can understand it, but I just don't condone it, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that this person that you're taking a life for got you in this position. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to hold this man accountable for what he did. He's double her age. So yes, it's easy to manipulate someone. You know what kind of got me kind of confused is how people can say that they're not ready for the world and things like that. You know, I know some people saying 18, but if you look now, a lot of people are raising the bar. They're trying to make this criteria a little bit older for someone to let their child leave. Now, it's crazy that you say that they're not mentally developed in certain situations, but when it comes to a man, you know what I'm saying? Now they know better. They this, they that, they grown, whoop, whoop, whoop. And hey, I'm not arguing with you about that. I just look at things for what they really could be, because the possibilities are endless. You know, it's a situation that took place around where I'm from, and everything I am saying is allegedly, but you know, in all actuality, a girl's life was taken due to the fact of, you know, her being, you know, pregnant, and some people allegedly took her life that were in a relationship together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not going to sit there and discredit nothing, because you really want to thought nothing like that would have really ever happened. You feel me? So, yeah, I don't understand why people didn't look at every possible situation or every possible scenario before just directly going at this person who lost their life. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, respect everybody's opinions, and I'm not here to argue or combat or do none of that shit with nobody. I just feel like that some people should take the time out to actually realize that things do happen. You know, it's not set in stone. Everybody don't want your man. And you can tell that there's a lot of people who have went through situations with men that are saying certain things, you know what I'm saying? But you got to realize that man going to do what he want to do regardless. No matter what you do, no matter how you try to twist it and turn it, taking this woman, that's not going to stop nothing. The only thing that you're going to do is stop your freedom. You feel me? So why do that? Now, look, we're finna get into this update about the whole situation, but I do want everybody to understand that it's not, you know, what you think all the time. You can't go off of one person's opinion. You got to think about everything in totality before you get to blaming folks. You feel me? She did do this. If she did go to someone's house without their permission, and you know what I'm saying, and she went to go cheating knowingly and all that other type of stuff, then I can understand a lot of people's opinions, but we really just don't know yet. So it's kind of crazy to throw all these allegations out there without actually knowing nothing, bro. But hey, the man not even getting held accountable is what's so crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? He the one who fucked up, but it is what it is. Let's get into this video, the update and things like that. Some of this stuff has already been talked about, but you know, I seen this right here where the mother stated that the investigators told her that they ran across each other. They didn't say when though. I gotta say that also. But yeah, let's get into this and see what's up.
She's saying, no, you're gonna kill me.
Charlotte mother says her cell phone captured her daughter's final moments. 25-year-old Tyra Crosby was early Tuesday morning at a home in Northwest Charlotte. CMPD charged Stephanie Alexander with voluntary manslaughter in this case. She bonded out of jail just hours later. WCCB Charlotte's Trish Williford is live in Uptown. And Trish, the victim's family wants the suspect to be charged with murder, right?
Yeah, Morgan, they also want her back behind bars tonight. The victim's mother walks us through what she believes led to her daughter's death.
I am missing her. She was my sunshine.
Tanya Hoskins reflects on the last day she saw her daughter alive.
We ate and laughed. Who would have knew that would have been my last time ever seeing my daughter?
That was Monday night as the family celebrated Hoskins' birthday. At the end of the night, she kissed her beloved Tyra goodbye. Hours later, Hoskins says she learned from CMPD detectives that her daughter had been killed. And she says the details of this case are so bizarre, she couldn't believe it happened. Around 5:20 Tuesday morning, detectives rushed to this home on Porter Street after police say this woman, 51-year-old Stephanie Alexander, called 911 to report that she had just arrived home and shot a woman inside her house. Police say that woman, 25-year-old Tyra Crosby, was dead and Alexander was still on the scene. Police arrested her for voluntary manslaughter. She bonded out just over 6 hours later.
She murdered my daughter at 5, and she was out at 8.
Hoskins says she's still piecing together from detectives why her daughter was at the home. She believes she was visiting a man.
She was invited to that home. I know my daughter wouldn't have went there knowing that it was a married couple or that it was a wife's home. So she was lured there by the man that was old enough to be her father.
Hoskins believes her daughter met the man at a club.
Maybe perhaps at the club or perhaps at the sweepstakes place. As the investigators stated to me, that's where they found out that they came across paths.
So that's where that narrative is coming from. And I heard something else about they could have been split up, or it was something to where they wasn't even in a relationship right now. They was going through problems and she barged her way in over there. We really don't know all this to be true. Like I said before, nobody knows. But I do want to say that though, you know, we never thought about other, well, y'all didn't, because you know I gotta look at it in all aspects before I bring a video to y'all. I can't be just closed-minded and things like that when it's a possibility that something else could have happened. But you got to realize that there's so many things that could have went into this situation. It just happened so quick. You know, I'm thinking like, damn, somebody come home at 5:30 in the morning. There's something like, that sounds like to me, you know, once I think about certain things, like, damn, okay, she know her man was there. She know he was at home and she just probably popped up. You don't know how many times she done had problems with this man and other women as well. You feel me? I don't see what's the point in blaming this little girl. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got something to say about age and this and this and that, you know, these kids or these babies and things like that. But then when it comes to a man, oh, she did, she that, and I just don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Now, I'm not trying to take up for nobody that's doing no cheating, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying, at all. As you can see, I'm trying to hold a man accountable for all of this. But, you know, she just got to look at shit for what it really is, man. Why was she going there instantly ready to kill? Obviously, it's something that's really just going on with that man. Or you never know, it could be some shit that they did together. It's so many different things. So many people not realizing that it's weird shit that happens every day, bro. But you hear what the mother just said. This is when they ran across each other. They said when they crossed paths. Now, she been dealing with this man beforehand. I'm not taking that, you know, shit. Like I said before, I can kind of understand it then, but it still don't justify taking a life. That's just how I feel about that. Let's get into it, though.
And says Tyra called her as she was being attacked at the home. She says a voicemail message captured her daughter's final moments.
It's about an 8-minute long message of her being beat, tortured. You can also hear them telling her that they're going to kill her.
Hoskins would not
telling them that they are going to kill her. So don't that seem kind of fishy? People just skipping over certain things. I don't see how you didn't catch that. If you know facts about the case, the mother is saying that they said this, they said that, and she can't get on her and lie about this shit. You feel me? Like, she can go to jail for this and she know that, and she's telling y'all that the police have the evidence. You know how they just did, what's her name, Carly Russell? They will expose her if she lying. So it's best just to wait. You feel me? Just hold on, man. Damn. It's crazy, bro. That I mean, like I said before, I can respect everybody's opinion, but it's kind of heartless to not wait until you get the facts. Somebody told me, you know, man, this, man, nigga, don't tell me what the hell I know, nigga. You don't know what I know. I don't know nothing about this, bro. I'm not gonna tell you that I know this. You know this, man. You know, man. Go on, cause nobody knows nothing for sure until they release statements about it. Let's get back into it though.
I was to hear that recording, but says she sent it to investigators. Alexander was given a $250,000 bond. Daniel Redford with Charmec FOP believes that's too low.
This is an open door policy that we have in Mecklenburg County. So it sends the message to criminals that, hey, I can go out here and I can do something, and I'm going to go to jail and, maybe be able to take a shower and get a sandwich. I'm going to drive back out on the street again because, nothing's going to happen to me.
Tyra's family believes the suspect should be charged with.
I want to see a tougher law on it. It means that human life has no value anymore.
Alexander will be back in court next month. The family plans to be there. A candlelight vigil for Crosby will be held Sunday at 7:30 at Camp Green Park. Morgan.
Trish, what an awful story. Trish Williford reporting live in Uptown tonight. Thank you.
Family and friends of a woman killed in West Charlotte set to say their final goodbyes today. The community coming together yesterday for a candlelight vigil to remember Tyra Crosby. CPD says Stephanie Alexander came home and killed Crosby. Her family tells WCNC Charlotte she was invited over by the husband. Wake Up Charlotte's Richard Devane joins us now, and Richard, Alexander now out of jail on bond.
That is correct, and as she's out of jail on bond awaiting her trial for voluntary manslaughter, the family and friends of Miss Crosby are remembering her life, not the way it ended, but the life she lived.
It's a lot of ways to describe her.
Family and friends sharing stories and memories of a life cut short. Dozens came together Sunday to remember 25-year-old Tyra Crosby. She was killed in the early morning hours last Tuesday in a house on Porter Street in East Charlotte.
I always knew what to say.
Lighting candles and prayers and releasing balloons, trying to deal with the pain of her death, including her mother, who was the last to light a candle in her memory.
Just to see how many lives she touched and the love that she had in her heart.
Yeah, and again, that ceremony, the celebration of life, will take place today at noon. We're in West Charlotte. Richard Devane for Wake Up
This
Charlotte.
is the man that is in the center of this whole debacle, this whole mess.
Okay, now look, I was on TikTok looking for updates and things like that, and I ran across this guy right here. He's basically saying what I said. I mean, I just really rock with his opinion, that's why I put it on here. But if you want me to take it down, I will do that. But yeah, man, he was saying some real stuff. Basically, like, shit, that dude is older. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different ways she can get finessed or manipulated or tricked. People do it to people every day, and it's crazy that people act like this don't happen to them all the time by men that they encounter. And women too as well, the dudes who were trying to crucify her as well, Let's get back into it though.
Albert Alexander. Like I said in the Stitch video, a lot of people are trying to victim blame. They're trying to blame the young lady, Tyra Crosby. No, he manipulated her. She's 25 years old. This man right here, he's old enough to know, old enough to be her father, probably old enough to be her grandfather. But he manipulated her. He is the one who is manipulative in between his wife and Miss Crosby. Going through his profile, you don't see any pictures of his wife. It's like he's just single, You don't see any pictures of his wife. Some older pictures, way down there. But, it makes you wonder, this guy playing the field where they separated, what's going on with it. But this right here is the guy who manipulated the young lady, right? So don't nobody try to victim blame that young lady, right? She was manipulated. He met her at a club or something, one of those places. Let's continue praying for her family. And I do strongly believe that he should be charged also, because he's the one who's in the center of all this. He could have saved her life. He invited her over. He got into his flesh. He wanted whatever he wanted and everything, but he manipulated this young lady. He should be charged also. He was right there when all this took place. So he needs to be charged also.
Facts. I'm rocking with him. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, if she knew about this woman and things like that, I can totally understand it. And I'll come at y'all with these facts as well once we find out what's going on. But as of now, I feel like that everybody should just wait instead of just going in somebody's neck just because they are emotionally involved or they done went through past traumas with somebody or just the thought of somebody being in your home. I can understand that. But you got to realize that things happen and a lot of things happen. And we are living in crazy times. People actually going after people in the clubs and things like that too. You know what I'm saying? Trying to meet up with people to take them back and do something to them and things like that. And she said that they, was doing this to her. So everything will come out soon. We'll get more details about this and things like that. But as of now, that's all I got to say. I just feel like that a lot of people not realizing that shit happens. You can't just say this is what took place if we really don't know. And I seen some people saying that, you can tell that it's a woman's house and things like that. We don't know their living situations. They could have been, moving on or anything. You know what I'm saying? And for people who don't know, people do clean up and hide things when people come over and things like that. But if they coming home at 5 something or 4 something in the morning, obviously you're inebriated and you really ain't paying attention to your surroundings as well. But if she did see it, like I said before, I'm not justifying what she did, but I damn sure ain't justifying her life being taken as well. But that's all I gotta say, man. Let me know what y'all feel about everything in the comment section. I'm not here to argue with nobody about a damn thing. Let me know how you feel. I respect everybody's opinion, and I hope you respect mine. If you don't, I really ain't doing no tripping, but I'll holler at y'all later. All right.
She believes she was visiting a man.
She was invited to that home. I know my daughter wouldn't have went there knowing that it was a married couple or that it was a wife's home. So she was lured there by the man that was old enough to be her father.
Hoskins believes her daughter met the man at a club.
Maybe perhaps at the club or perhaps at the sweepstakes place. As the investigators stated to me, that's where they found out that they came across paths.
Hoskins says Tyra called her as she was being attacked at the home. She says a voicemail message captured her daughter's final moments.
It's about an 8-minute long message of her being beat, tortured. You can also hear them telling her that they're going to kill her.
Hoskins would not allow us to hear that recording, but says she sent it to investigators. Alexander was given a $250,000 bond. Daniel Redford with Charmec FOP believes that's too low.
This is an open door policy that we have in Mecklenburg County. So it sends the message to criminals that, hey, I can go out here and I can do something and I'm going to go to jail and, maybe be able to take a shower and get a sandwich. I'm going to be right back out on the street again because, nothing's going to happen to me.
Tyra's family believes the suspect should be charged with murder.